Hello, everybody. Well, today is another beautiful day here in the Ozarks. It certainly is a beautiful day. So, yeah, I have a lot to say. What's on my mind today? I have several a dilemma and a conclusion about my homestead out here. And it's not always easy, but you have to start somewhere. And I'm starting out a new chapter in my life. I grew up on a farm, and it's my lifestyle that I chose. Well, my dad introduced me to it, but I just something new. It's a new journey for me. Starting this homestead from scratch, and running a YouTube channel on top of that. It's hard to have time to edit and do your YouTube channel and at the same time. But I'm working hard out here, and you know I appreciate the people that put in the effort to watch my video, the whole video, and hit the like button and subscribe. But I like making these videos anyhow, so it's a good information. And anyhow, I want to share a little bit other opinions that I have about it. So the last time I got a U-Haul, I I think when I moved my furniture over to my new house there in the subdivision. Of course, I don't like living in subdivisions. Everybody wants to know everything that you do, but I think I paid like $100 for a U-Haul, which is pretty reasonable, I think, because I can't buy a truck right now, and it makes pretty good logical sense, to use a U-Haul, and plus you can get quite a bit of stuff in a U-Haul than you can get in your truck, so it's a lot better to use a U-Haul than use a pickup truck, versus $100 or $6,000 or $8,000 for a truck. So it makes really good sense to rent a U-Haul to do your hauling and stuff. You can get quite a bit of stuff in those babies, and I'm wanting to conserve time, uh, having to go get stuff and stuff like that. Having to spend more of my time running here, running there, getting this and getting that. It just takes a lot of effort and time. But yeah, it's just a lot of work. Of course, I'm starting from scratch here, doing this homestead. Uh, this place hasn't seen anything like that before. So, but I'm gonna work this land, and like I said earlier, you're gonna reap the fruits of your labor. The more you put into it, I think the more you should get out of it. That's the that's the biggest thing there. That you work hard for what you get. If you're going to be a couch potato and not do anything, that's all you'll reap. You won't get any rewards out of it. But I'm here. I want to do something more than just sit around and watch TV. I want to get out and enjoy this beautiful life, the weather, the opportunities that I have to do something incredible. So a lot of people might say, "Well, Doug, you're making a huge mistake by buying that place and trying to homestead it." Well, maybe I am, but at least I'll have a piece of land, to grow vegetables and stuff like that on. You can't replace this kind of happiness to be out away from the city life. I can't call that a mistake. I call that a blessing to try to get over from this being in a city where there's lots of noise pollution, and you know you learn to appreciate things small in life, especially when you grew up with this kind of lifestyle on a farm or a homestead. You know, you can take the country boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. So that's the dilemma that I look at. What's the outcome? And but I don't think I'm making a mistake. I think that uh, this has real potential, and it could really uh, change the way I live and promote good health, because I'm working out here every day, and I don't need to go to a gym. Just good, hard, honest work and sweat. You know, that's what our country is founded on, and you know, work hard. You know, you're a big winner, and you put what in, that's what you get out, what you put in it. And if you don't put anything in it, you're not going to get anything out of it. That's just plain and simple. Good common sense. You know, you don't need a really reason with life sometimes, because life's too short. If you're going to do it, you need to grab the bull by the horns and go with it. You know, it's just like riding a horse. You know, that horse wasn't always broke to ride. You have to break it to ride. This country boy is just happy to be out in his environment, and you can't replace good happiness that comes this way. This is the way God intended it, for man to work and labor for his what he gets, till the ground. You know, that's what it's all about. Is what you put in it, that's what you get out of it. No pain, no gain. So I'll show you what I've got some of it done. I started on it yesterday, but I just been breaking up all these roots and rocks and stuff like big rocks, and trying to get this ground back to where it'll grow grass again. So I've been just gathering all the roots up and getting those collected, and I want to get this area cleared out so I can get a U-Haul and um, get my supplies in here. And that's kind of what I was waiting for. But yeah, there's a lot of these old sticks and roots and stuff I gotta get get out here and clean up, get it looking nice again. But I'm really happy to get this done. So I'm gonna head back over to my little shed and get the equipment that I need. So when I'm gathering these roots up, he told me to pile all that stuff in his bucket, and he'll come back later and dump it. That way I don't have to load up a bunch. But this will hold quite a bit of the roots and debris and stuff, and I'll gather it all up. I'm gonna head over here to our shed and open it up, and I'll show you what I'm gonna be using today. So I got my pickaxe, I got my good gloves, a little saw, and I'm using a rock rake, and of course my wheelbarrow, also my Cobalt wheelbarrow, and we'll get together and up some of that debris and stuff and get it cleaned out. So this area here, I'm probably going to fence it off, and I'm probably not going to go down through there like I was. I'm going to leave this, bring that fence over here on the other side over here, and back over here to this road, and then straight across right there, where my garden is going to be in the corner. and I'm going to fence all this in separate, and I'll kind of make that my chicken yard for my chickens. I can let my chickens out, and I'll just fence that off separate over there for my sheep and other animals, goats. But I decided to do that so I could have a yard and stuff up through here where my car is, and my cabin and stuff will be there. I get my gloves on, and we'll get to picking up some of this these old roots and debris. Get rid of the rocks and stuff like that. I wish I owned that backhoe. It would definitely help me out. Or even a tractor would be nice. It'd be nice to have a scoop bucket. So the future plans is probably I can do that. Right now I'm not able to do that. So we'll get all this debris here picked up. Get a handful of those rocks. A woodpecker. There's some pretty big rocks in here. That's some big rocks. But pretty good workout this morning. I'll just pull up beside it right here like this, and I'll throw these sticks in there long ways like this. That way I have more room in here. I don't want to just throw it in there all at once, so try to make room for the rest of the stuff I want to put in here. So I'll pull my wheelbarrow up here to the edge and just dump her in there. All right, got her. Get some more of those sticks. Yeah, let's get her all this again. Just throw her right in there. We'll get some of these bigger rocks. Throw the bigger rocks in there. And we'll just rake this up in a pile again. Makes it easier to get it all together. So I've got a barrel full. So my next little deal I have to do here is dig up these roots here. I use my pickaxe and I'll cut below the soil surface. Get on both sides here. So take my saw and see if we can cut some of that loose stuff off of that root. Get a lot of that out of the way. That way I can dig under here and get all this stuff around this root out of here. So I'll just tilt it back like that. I don't want that big old nub sticking out of the ground. Instead of digging it completely up, I'll just cut it below the surface and be done with it. Let the termites eat it. So I'll just rake all this stuff back in the hole. Like so. And then call her good. So I got that root out of there. It was quite a chore to get it out of there. I want to get those roots below ground, so if I have to bring my lawnmower over here to clear this up, I can. But there's a low-lying spot right here. You guys can see it there. So I'll rake them rocks right back over here. And there's plenty up here in the other area that I can get. So we'll just turn around here. There's a pile of stuff here I can rake up. It has lots of rocks in it. And use that as a field. Yeah, see all those rocks. I'll get all those rocks out here. And you're useful on stuff like this to fill up a little uneven places. You'll just cover them up with dirt and you'll never know they're there. So I'll just try to get all the rest of this cleaned up here and make it where I can get over to my shed over there with that U-Haul, because I'm buying guttering and wiring and stuff like that. So that's all I got for today, guys, and thank you for watching. You know, it's today's dilemma, my conclusion of homestead, working hard, putting a lot of effort into it. You know, making a lot of headway. You know, a lot of people think you're probably making a big mistake, But to be out here and enjoy nature and grow your own food, I don't think that's a helpless effort. But you just stay idle and don't do something in your life, you'll never become anything. So try to do the best of what you do and keep on keeping on. And that's all I have for today. But we'll see you again in the next one. Be sure you hit that like and subscribe. That helps me out a bunch. If you can watch the whole video, that's good too, because that helps bring up my watch time in my YouTube. And it's really not that easy also to make these videos. But like I said in my dilemma, what you put in it is what you get out of it. You have to work hard at something. Eventually you'll get good at it. But anyhow, people, for now, I'm out of here.